On to the NCAA tournament, where some brackets were definitely broken as the second round got underway. Let's get right to the action. The top-seeded Kansas Jayhawks taking on the Panthers of Northern Iowa. Ali Faroukmanesh, I'll try to say that name 5 times fast. He gives a sweep behind the back pass to Adam Cook. Now, Cook only had 8 points in this game, but he was a human highlight reel. In the second half, Kerwin Dunham with the alley, Cook with the oop, and he's not done. Cook pulls down the board and flushes it home with the grown man jam. That's 63-56 with about a minute left, but Kansas would pull to within 1. Senior Sherwan Collins hits the runner, but then it's Faroukmanesh. This guy gets the ball back, 30 seconds left on the clock. He jams up the 3 anyway, and that's the dagger. Northern Iowa gives the Jayhawks their walking papers and advance to the Sweet 16. That's 69-67, the final. Now check out the final seconds of this game. Maryland versus Michigan State. Grievous Vasquez spins into the lane and puts Maryland up 1. Ices the game, right? Well, not if Corey Lucius has anything to say about it. At the buzzer, the youngsters reserves Michigan State's spot in the Sweet 16. 12-seeded Cornell also advanced with an 87-69 beatdown of Wisconsin. They're the first Ivy League team to make it to the Sweet 16 since 1979. Top seeds Duke, Kentucky, and Syracuse also advanced. Former New York Giants wide receiver Mark Ingram went to the ball game, and now he's going to serve some extra prison time because of it. Now let me explain. Ingram jumped bail to watch his Heisman-winning son, Mark Ingram Jr., play in the Sugar Bowl. Now the older Ingram failed to surrender to start serving a prison term for money laundering. Put all that prison time together, it totals about 10 years for the former NFL star. On to the NBA, where the Lakers are riding a 5-game winning streak, but they're without their big man, Andrew Bynum. He dropped out with a strained left Achilles tendon, and he's expected to miss 4 to 6 games. They're taking on the Wizards without Bynum, but that's no problem for Kobe Bryant. He was just feeling it. Kobe put up 20 points in the second quarter alone. He's going to finish with 24. The Lakers actually ended the second quarter on a 13-0 run. It was also a big night for Pau Gasol. He stepped up in Bynum's absence, putting up the Lakers up 23 here, and then in the fourth, it's Pau again. He finished with 28 points. Lakers roll 99-92. The Lakers are now 5-0 without Bynum this season, and they're on the road again. Their next 5 games are away from the Staples Center. CSUN students now have a chance to put on some boxing gloves and learn something about what's being called the sweet science. Valley View News reporter Cynthia Garcia reports.
If you didn't already guess, these fighters are some members of CSUN's boxing team. That's right, CSUN does have a boxing team, but it's within the CSUN Sports Club's program. That means that they have to split the money the program received from CSUN with the other sports clubs. This year, Andrew Shibata became the new Matador Boxing Club president, and he says the money they get, he puts into getting their boxing license.
When we submit our budget, usually we just need them to help us fund for license, for amateur license, and a few equipment if we need any equipment.
Coach Paul McBurnett says that if CSUN were to give more money to support the team, they would put it into getting a boxing ring.
As you notice, our training, we don't have a ring, so we can't simulate being in competition scenarios. So we usually have to go to other gyms and rent their studio equipment to be able to be in a ring and give these guys ring time.
It's a recreational club, unlike the CSUN's basketball or volleyball teams, and the members need to purchase their own gear and equipment, which can be expensive, but sometimes they get lucky.
One of my friends got me the gloves, so I haven't spent anything yet, but I just spent $60 on the headgear.
For the boxing gloves, I spent about 40 bucks. My headgear, I spent about 50 bucks. And the mouthpiece, probably like 20 bucks.
Boxing coach McBurnett says the main characteristic he and Andrew look for in potential boxers is knowing how to take instruction well.
You know, when we're trying to train someone and you want them to do something, they need to be able to learn it within, you know, relatively a few minutes, be able to at least echo what it is that you've asked them to do. If they're not able to do that, it just makes the learning on the team just harder as a whole.
Pretty much anyone can participate in club training and club practices here at the Fitness Center and Redwood Hall, but only those skillful enough in boxing can actually compete against other schools. Lisa Porter, the only woman boxer who competes, says boxing makes her feel good about herself.
I'm in great shape, probably the best shape of my life. The team has made me more dedicated to boxing and getting up and running at 6 a.m. and being mentally strong and going through class. It just makes me a stronger person.
Few people know about the CSUN Boxing Club. However, Matthew Jaime says the club is a close group.
When, all the guys and the ladies are here, we have like a bond, and even the people who have graduated, they still come and, they watch us.
In Northridge, Cynthia Garcia, Valley View News.
All right, guys, that's it for sports. Back to you.
Coming up, a show business couple gets married.
The Los Angeles Marathon turned 25 this year, and as reporter Claudine Sarmiento tells us, the race was filled with memorable moments. She joins us now in the studio with more on the story. Claudine?
Thanks, Sean. The LA Marathon marked its anniversary with a new route and a record-breaking number of people running in the event. And LA wasn't the only one with a reason to celebrate. Kenya dominated the race, winning top prizes in both the men's and women's competition. A sea of people sprinted from the starting line to set the pace for the 2010 Honda Los Angeles Marathon. This was the first time the marathon sold out all of its bib numbers in its 25-year history. More than 25,000 runners, wheelchair riders, and crank cyclists took on a rigorous 26.2-mile course for a chance at $100,000.
We had all the bumpiness, the up and down in the early part of the race, and so that really pummeled the legs, and it's sort of ready to just run flat and take it easy by that mile 20 mark.
A historic anniversary meant a new track for the marathon. Dubbed the Stadium to the Sea, the new route began at Dodger Stadium and went west, ending at the Santa Monica Pier. Athletes got to see 26 landmarks along the way, including the Capitol Records Building, Grauman's Chinese Theater, and Rodeo Drive. The Stadium to the Sea route was Dodgers owner Frank McCourt's idea. He says he envisioned a marathon where athletes could pass by landmarks that helped to showcase how great of a city Los Angeles truly is. What was your favorite landmark to see?
The finish line, seeing the pier, I think. Just running into the city and just seeing the ocean.
The second Kenyan woman to win.
Kenya's Edna Kiplagat took first place in the women's field. Fellow Kenyan Wesley Korir defended his title, winning the men's field for a second year in a row. Kiplagat completed the course in less than 2 hours and 26 minutes. Korir clocked in 2 hours, 9 minutes. Back to you.
And now, Jocelyn Bonilla with Entertainment News.
Here's the scoop. Borat star Sacha Baron Cohen has married longtime actress girlfriend Isla Fisher. The acting duo had a small traditional Jewish ceremony with their families in Paris. After the ceremony, Cohen sent an email to his close friends confirming that the two were now husband and wife. Fisher is best known for her role in Confessions of a Shopaholic. Star Jones is recovering after heart surgery. A representative for Jones released a statement saying the recent surgery was a follow-up to a thoracic surgery she had 30 years ago. It also said the procedure was successful and Jones is recovering with her family. In August 2003, Jones had gastric bypass surgery and lost 160 pounds. She was a co-host on The View for 9 years before producers released her from her contract. Alice in Wonderland is still #1 at the box office for the third straight week. Studios estimated the 3D movie starring Johnny Depp took in $34.5 million. It's already earned over $560 billion worldwide. Box office analyst says it's rare for the movie to be so successful this time of year. The movie even beats newcomers like 20th Century Fox film Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which came in at #2. Actress Heidi Montag found a place to talk about her 10 cosmetic surgeries. That's right, 10. She appeared as a guest on Jay Leno's Tonight Show. She also talked about her upcoming film, a comedy, Just Go With It. Apparently, she's not going to go with it anymore. Operations. She's told Leno she's surgeried out. It's a gleeful day for Madonna and Glee fans. The television show will be airing a Madonna special on April 13th, but fans can now get a special edition of the All Madonna album on pre-sale. It's now on sale on Amazon.com. The album is titled The Power of Madonna. It will be in stores on April 20th and includes classics like Vogue, Like a Virgin, and some recent hits like 4 Minutes. Former talk show host Rosie O'Donnell may return to television. O'Donnell wants to take the time slot that Oprah Winfrey has right now. Oprah plans to step down from her show in the fall of 2011. If O'Donnell gets her way, the show would be syndicated and also appear on cable TV. That's it for entertainment news. Back to you.
For Ellen Carter and Jocelyn Bonilla, I'm Dina Callio.
And I'm Sean Weissman. Thanks for watching.